Okay, in this video, this is going to be part 2 of our Get Electeds mobile application project. And in this video, we're going to show you how to connect up the buttons here to show the profiles. So if we look at our preview in our last part 1, we got this button to work, gets geo coordinates, gets the address, gets the electeds, and then when you click on a button, we see that this is the profile, and we see a nice picture of the person, email form. We can click this to make a phone call and go back. So that's what we're going to do this time. So let's get started. So to begin with, we are going to set up some storage variables here, because when we have to know which button we pushed, and so when we push a button, we're going to store whether it was the mayor, the Congress, senator, or House in this storage variable here. And then we're also going to modify our get electeds data source, so it not only populates these here, but it also populates these values here. And so and once we've stored the branch here, then we navigate to the profile screen, and then we have an onload event handler which will call the get electeds data source that we're going to create, which grabs these 4 storage variables, sends them over to the web service, which is going to return a elected official profile from the office in the district. And for example, you can look at, this is what it looks like. Send over the branch, which in this case is mayor, and the House district, and you're able to tell what it is able to tell which island or which county is being requested by the House district. And so this one is for House District 1, and you see this is Billy Kenoi, Big Island Mayor. So let's set up these storage variables here. So first let's open up our application. I've logged in. Open up our Hawaii Electeds application here. And here we are. Let's just test it to confirm that we're still working fine. Yes. Yes. Okay. So let's go back. So to create these storage variables, click on Project over here. Click on Model and Storage. And over here, click Storage. And we aren't going to bother creating an object model or anything. We're just going to click and name the 4 storage variables. We're going to name one of them branch, House, Senate, and Congress. Okay, those are our storage variables. We can just close this now. And next, we need to modify our get electeds mapping, so it not only fills these item text fields here, but it also fills up the storage variables. So let's click on Data, and it's the Get Electeds. We're going to go modify the success mapping, and so now we're going to service responses, expand that, and so this is the data that's going back. We want to grab these values here. So let's we're interested in, we have to click storage here because we're actually going to write into here. Oh, this is fine. this doesn't need to be expanded, but this is expanded. So see, branch is going to be filled in uh, with the event of clicking the button, but the house is going to be this. This is the house number and the Senate number and the Congress number. And so let's save and return. Let's see, we've done this. Next we can save and close the start screen for now. And next we're going to create the new service. Get the profile service from this web service here. So let's go back here. We can close the start screen. And let's create a new service. And this is going to be called Get Profile Service. And it's a REST service. And the URL is this. Copy. Paste. And the request input variables are, there's going to be a branch, and there's going to be a house, and there's going to be a Senate, and there's going to be a Congress. And so let's test, we need to test it. And so I'm going to put branch mayor, and I'm going to put house 17, and put test, and we get back Mayor Kirk Caldwell, Island of Oahu. Here's his image, phone number, fax, title, so on. Okay, very good. Click import as response, and now that's done. And now we can close this tab. And next we're going to create our profile screen. So this is going to involve creating a new page. We're going to remove the footer. We're going to set the caption field at the top. We're going to change the text. We're going to name it. We're going to add some labels. We're going to add some phone couple links for phone and email and so on. And then we're going to add an image. So we're going to pages, create new page, and let's name this profile screen, and click create page. And so we're going to start here. I'm going to uncheck show footer, remove this footer down here. And then I'm going to click on the caption, and I'm going to change the text up on top to full name, just so I can keep track. And I'm going to name this caption HDR for header, I guess. Profile caption. And then, I'm also going to include a back button there. And now I'm going to start dragging some labels over here. I'm going to drag a label over for the name. I'm going to drag a label over for title. I'm going to drag a label over for the district. And a label over for the areas that the district includes. I'm going to have a link for a phone number and a link for an email, and then I'm going to have another label that contains the address, and then I'm going to include an image down here. So let me start labeling these. So the first one is going to be the text is going to be full name, just like the caption. See it twice there. And I'm going to name this LBL full name, and I'm going to change it to 26 font, and I'm going to make it bold, remove the italics, and center it. Okay, good. Yes, okay, next is the title. So I'm going to put title here, and I'm going to name it LBL title, and I'm going to make the font size 20, and I'm going to center it. Next, I'm going to name this one District. I'm going to name it LBL District. I'm going to make it 18 point. Take off the italics and center it. The next one here, I'm going to have it say area. And I'm going to name it LBL area. And I'm going to remove the center. I'm going to center it. Okay, good. For the link, this link, I'm going to put a phone number there, 808-555-1212. Let's say, I don't need to put anything in there. Name it LNK phone, and I'm going to remove the italics and center it. For this one, I'm going to put an email address in there, and this will get filled in by the service LNK email. I'm going to remove the italics and center it. And I'm going to make this one say building. The label will be LBL. The name will be building. And I'm going to remove the italics and center it. And finally, the image here, I'm going to name it IMG picture. And I'm going to name I'm going to set the first dimension to 100%. And I'm going to set the next one to auto. And let's see, that should be it for this. So next we're going to create a new data source. This will be this thing. Right here, get profile. So I'm going to click data, and I'm going to select a type of service, and I'm going to use the get profile service, add, and I'm going to name it get profile, and I'm going to open up the before send mapping, and let's see, I'm going to expand, I'm going to look at the storage, and I'm going to expand this, and I'm going to connect the branch to the branch, and the House to the House, and the Senate to the Senate, and the Congress to the Congress. Save and return. And the success mapping is, let's see, expand this and expand this, and it's going to go into all these fields. Let me put the full name into the full name here, label full name. It also should go into the profile caption, text, and title can be this one, title to title. I'm going to use long district for district here, and for area I'm going to use, there's an area field here, and for the link phone is the text field. The phone goes over to the text field, and there's a phone link here that is set up to go there, and there is a email now. There's a email field that goes to the text. That's what's visible. The link is this email link here. That goes there. And for building, full room is building. And so now we can save and return. And I think we're done with this. No, go back to design, and now we got to set the event. And the event is the profile screen load. And we're going to set the action of invoke service, and it's the services get profile, and we can click save. Okay, now before we can test this, we need to go back to our start screen. Let's open up our start screen, and we can close this. We need to set up these events. When we click on Mayor, it's got to set up the branch variables and navigate to the profile page. Same with all of these. So let's set those up. Let's start with the Mayor, ITM Mayor. When that's clicked, we need to, here I'll show you what we're doing. We're doing this now. When Congressman is clicked, it sets up the storage variable setting branch equal to Congress, and then it navigates to this profile screen. For House Rep, it sets branch equal to House and navigates to the profile screen. Same with Mayor and Senate. So I'm on Mayor here, and I'm going to set storage variable, and I'm setting branch, there's only to Mayor, and click save. And then I'm going to navigate to the profile screen page, and I'm going to set the transition effect to slide and click save. Okay, that takes care of Mayor. Now let's do Congress here. Set storage variable, value Congress, save, and next I'm going to navigate to page and change the transition to slide and click save. And next I'm going to do state senator, and I'm going to set the storage variable to Senate. That's the branch. And the action is going to be navigate to profile screen, sliding, save, and finally get house rep. Set storage variable to house, save, and then navigate to profile, default slide, and click save. And let's see, we can scroll up and look at all of the events, and we see we do have Congress, House, Mayor, and Senate. Okay, very good. So I believe we click save and test, and let's see what happens now. Get coordinates, get address, get electeds, and mayor. I think I must have forgotten to hook up the image. So let's go to data. No, let's go to profile screen, data, mapping, and I must have missed the image. Here it is, image. And what that is this one image goes to the image picture asset. Save and return. I can save this now, and now I can test it. Let's test it again. Click get coordinates, get address, get electeds, and when we click on Mayor Caldwell, we see a nice picture of Mayor Caldwell. Click on Congressman Takai, and we see a nice picture of Congressman Takai. And we see Sam. And so I think we're done. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.